What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. You've joined us for the Bias Premier League show. When I say us, I mean just me and Ty in the building. Ty, you good?
Yeah, fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm well. I've returned from the US tour.
How was it?
It was amazing. We're going to get into some of the topics today about it. And
That's
I know
good.
you don't really know what's to come of this show, but I'll explain. It's going to be a lot around the tour. Robbie's obviously away in Paris for the Olympics.
Lucky him, going straight from the tour to the Olympics.
Lives a good life, he does. So, but before we get into today's show, I'm going to remind you all that this show is brought to you by Boohoo Man. You can get an extra 10% off all menswear if you type in AFTV10 in the checkout. You can also scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Big up Boohoo Man, as you can see, rocking the style, rocking the clothes. You got the Boohoo Man active wear.
I have.
I got the nice drip today. Obviously, you might have seen on the tour as well.
Drip.
Superb drip. You would have seen on the tour as well that, you know, I was rocking some nice style out there. Had a
Rocking it like Furnace 4.
There you go. Had a nice green tracksuit out there. I was looking nice. A big up Boo Man. You can join us in looking fresh through the summer and the other seasons.
And the fresh trainers as well. Fresh hip hop.
Yeah, we've got some Jordans on. Yeah, we've got some Jordans on. We've been in America.
Obviously, other brands are available, but wicked.
Obviously, other brands are available. Right, let's get into this. Let's get into today's show. We're going to talk about many things, but I'm going to start with the tour because do you know what everyone asked me when I was away? Do you know what all the fans asked me?
I've got a feeling that I don't want to sound arrogant. So if I get it wrong, please forgive me.
I feel like you already know, but go on.
Did they say where am I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's very
spot
humble.
on. I swear. Went around, there was listen, big up everyone in the States. Got loads of love. Was in LA first, then went to Philadelphia. Big up the love we got. But everyone I was speaking with said,
really?
Where's Ty?
That's very kind. That's very humbling, flattering, honouring, a privilege. But I have to say though, that's really kind. But I was going to say something else, but I better not. No, I was elsewhere because I went to watch Super Falcons, Nigerian women in the Olympics.
So, well, we're going to get into what it would be like if you were on the tour. and is there potential?
Is this not going to be? Is that going to be like a prank?
It's not going to be a prank. There's no prank involved.
Because if it is a prank, I want Yasmin in it. No disrespect. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, you're missing Yasmin, yeah?
Absolutely.
From Valentine's, yeah?
That was one of the best pranks ever, man. Boy, I could get pranked like that anytime, as long as it's someone that, like, as nice as Yasmin.
Sadly, I haven't got a beautiful woman for you here today for this show, but we can arrange that. More to come. We can arrange that. I'm sure we can sort that out.
All right.
I'll look through the address book and the call log, and we can arrange that.
Maybe. Having said that though, maybe I shouldn't say too much because I don't want to offend people. If you get my drift.
No, I hear you. I hear you. All right, let's do. Obviously, like I said, if you were coming on tour. But before I get into that, I do want to mention as well. The last USA Tour Diaries is out today.
No way.
And it's not one to miss. I'm telling you now. You're going to see a clip that kind of just
encapsulates
the whole tour and the final episode of Tour Diaries. So play you that now.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
There's no way that just happened. It's awesome, bro. Guys, we got a bit of a problem. So yeah, like I said, make sure you check out the USA Tour Diaries. That's a cracker of an episode. It kind of wraps up the whole tour. Before we go forward, we're going to talk about you, Ty, and like the fans mentioned,
which is very kind.
What would you be like on tour? Firstly, obviously you chose the Super Falcons.
Yes.
Instead of watching your beloved Arsenal.
Yes, and I would
I thought you put Arsenal above everything. So I'm
just... Well, everything in football terms. But what I would say is that as much as I love the team, obviously I love the team 100%, just like you and everyone else here, and everyone who else loves the club all across the football club, across the fans, across the world, across the football world. The Olympics is competitive.
Correct.
So thank you. So with the tour, it's just pre-season.
So it's not as competitive.
Yeah, so I'm not really a big... If it was, thankfully, it's not a competitive match. If it was a competitive match, I would have to be there. But pre-season, I don't really go pre-season games unless it's the Community Shield. Obviously, other pre-season trophies are available, and the Emirates Cup.
You know. So will you be there on Wednesday?
I will be there, but it's at Emirates because I mean, our under-21s have played you know.
Boreham Wood, they played pre-season.
They played Hitchin Town. They played Enfield, Lincoln City on the same day. And I've never been to Lincoln since I'm back, if my memory is the name of the ground, if my memory serves me correctly. But I'm not really pre-season. But our first game is the day before we play our first team men play Wolves. At home we get Bournemouth, and I'm going to be there. So pre-season, you know what I mean? Our women have had pre-season games as well. Okay. You know, so I'm not really big into things, even though I'd love to go, and I'm very, very flattered, honoured, and very, very humbled, and I feel it a privilege that people were asking where I am, but I'm not really big on pre-season. But whereas the Super Falcons, it was the Olympics. I've never been to Olympics before. And it was competitive games, and competitive will always beat
the non-competitive stuff. Well, for this show, I'm going to start a campaign that we're going to get you to pre-season tour, because I think many people want to see you out there, and I need to just see how you'd fit in with the group, because there's a lot of things that
really.
So let's start. I'm going to have to do the questionnaire, because we can kind of gauge if Ty is right for tour with us. Firstly, long flights. How are you at long flights? Give us what's your experience? Are you okay on long flights? Do you have like a routine on what you do? What you like on long flights? Because there's always going to be somewhere quite far abroad, whether it's America, where I think next will probably be Australia or Asia. How do you cope with long flights?
Not particularly well. No, I'm only joking. No, I'm happy with long flights, because long flights is obviously different to, you know, travelling on the match day. But the longer the trip, the better. I love long flights. As long as the airline is good. That's so, Robbie, if you're going to take me, get me on a good airline. Don't get me on no budget one. No, I'm just kidding, Robbie.
You want business. Say you want business class.
I want business class. I want VIP, mate. No, just
so if you was on a long flight, do you have like a routine, or would you look at would you play a lot of games on your phone? I know that.
Yes, I do.
So would you do that, or would you watch the in-flight entertainment? Would you listen to music? Like, I actually just kind of gauge what you do, because people are different. Lee likes to sleep on the flights. Robbie also likes to sleep a lot on the flights. So there's plenty of footage of that. James plays games as well. Actually, has a lot of games. He's quite set up like that. I'm on my phone quite a bit. I normally get the in-flight Wi-Fi, pay for that. People do it differently. So what would your style be? Would you watch in-flight entertainment? Would you just play your games on your phone? What would you do for a long flight?
So I would try to encompass all three. Because I remember when went to Nigeria. It was a wicked flight, by the way. Thanks to Robbie and Jackie and Brett and everyone that arranged it. So I was playing games on that. I would try to get the Wi-Fi. And I would try to listen to the radio if I can pick up. So I'd encompass all. And also, so you're the best. I also managed to watch one of my favourite films, the legendary Bodyguard, with the legend Whitney and Kevin Costner. God rest both of them. So I watched that.
Is that one of your big films? The Bodyguard. Did you watch it in the West End when it was in town?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Maybe I'll put it on my list to take you to that one day, because that's something.
That would be brilliant.
That'd be wicked.
That'd be brilliant. But no, that's one of my favourite films. So I managed to watch that as well. So basically, I don't even know if I'd sleep, because I'll try to encompass every single thing.
I can imagine that. All right, Ty. Do you snore? This is a big one. There's a few snorers in the camp when it comes, and they have to sleep on sofas or in separate areas of where we have to stay.
Well,
so
I think I'd have to act like Will Smith. Obviously, other rappers and actors are available, and plead the fifth. Obviously, like, you know, Miami, obviously sitters are available. No, I don't think I snore, as far as I know.
You don't think you snore?
No, I don't think so. Put it this way, I've never been told that I snore.
Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Can I ask you, do you snore? Or should I not ask you that?
So I don't believe I do.
Right.
However, I'm aware that I do. When I lie on my back, let me know in the comments if you're the same. If I'm sleeping on my back, I do snore. But more time I sleep on my side. So it's rare that I will snore. But there is some loud snorers in the camp. You let me know in the comments who you think they are. There's some big snorers that got on people very angry on the trip. Okay.
Right. Was that on the plane?
Just no. Remember, we lived together when we were on tour. So
that was in the hotel.
So people had to move from areas. We stay in an Airbnb, so we don't have a hotel. So that's good.
Airbnb.
So you've got a tick, so you don't snore. That's good. What about luggage-wise? Are you a guy that travels heavy? I need to know this, because I'm the one that gets in a lot of trouble for my luggage. So do you bring a lot of luggage, or can you travel light?
Well, the thing is, I'm used to now, because coming back from France, I big up Helen and Pippa, by the way, because when I've gone to Champions League away games with them, I've seen what they go through has has beautiful women, and I'm thinking, I can't take that. So I travel very lightly.
Okay, good. Good, okay.
Well, can I ask you, Cecil, do you travel lightly?
No, I do not travel lightly
no,
at
that's
all.
fair
I
enough.
travel very heavy. I like lots of outfits. I like to look nice. I like to...
But Cecil, there's nothing wrong with that.
I agree. Tell Robbie that. To the camera. Just look down the camera for me. Say it's nothing
Robbie, there's nothing wrong with that. Because the thing is, you know why I say I would love to, but I can't be bothered. Because what it is, when we go to Europe and all that, when in France, I was in and out. Because even though I was checked in, I can't deal with all that stuff about you got to put this in back.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing the airports. I know they have to do it. But for me, that's why. So light as possible. And when we went to Nigeria, I managed to travel light.
Good, right.
So I was lucky.
Good. I've got two. I've got about one or two more questions just to see if you can fit the criteria of joining us on the US. Well, it won't be a USA tour, it'll be a pre-season tour.
Right.
Would you be able to wear non-Arsenal wear to a press conference? So luckily enough, we are.
Yeah.
You know, we get access on these tours a lot of the
Which
time.
is
we get
fantastic.
to work with the club, ask Mikel some questions. So my first question is, you're not allowed to wear. So Babs learnt this. You're not allowed to wear any Arsenal wear.
Don't tell me they didn't allow Babs.
They got him escorted out of the press conference. Sorry, Babs. It's been revealed anyway. Robbie revealed it on my last blog. This wasn't this year. This was the last year. So he's learnt his lesson. He was in the press conference and asked a few questions to Mikel this pre-season tour. But would you be able to go to an Arsenal fixture wearing non-Arsenal wear? So just you can wear red, but you can't wear nothing with the Arsenal logos on. Could you as a fan do that?
An actual fixture or a press conference?
Because the press is technically after the game, so you'd have to be when you're in press. So obviously, you don't have to be in press. You can be with fans, but if you were, do you think you could do that, or would you not be able to do that?
No, listen, it's pre-season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to, but yeah, I could do it. I could do it in the consolation that obviously what the club say goes, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But what it is, it's not a competitive game.
True, right.
So I'll still do it, but it would disappoint me more if it's a competitive game. But when it's not a competitive game, pre-season, I'm not really bothered.
Okay, and then the last question. Because Robbie struggled on this one. He got very nervous in when he was in the press conference to ask Mikel a question.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very weird. Never seen him so nervous before. But
really?
What would you ask? This is the final question, just to see if you'll be all right for these tours. What would you ask Mikel? If you got to the one question, it's a big thing for us on tour at times. Obviously, we spend a lot of time with the fans. We love it, but nowadays we get a lot of access. So the next thing is, what is the question you'd ask? Because there's a lot of pressure on that. What would you ask him? If you were right now in the press conference with Mikel?
Absolutely superb question. Well, it depends if I want to get angry, not with him, or if I want to be calm. But what
question would you say? What would you like to ask Mikel?
I would ask Mikel. Wow, this is brilliant.
It's a big one. In lead up to the new season.
In the lead up to the new season.
What would your question be?
I would ask Mikel. What do you hope to achieve this season? That's okay. That probably would be the question. Yep. But if I could ask him a question, not to do with the season, I'd ask him. It'd be double-barreled. In fact, it'd be a lot. If can I say more than one?
Yeah, go on.
It'd probably be.
You can do a follow-up.
How do you think you've performed?
Nice.
Thank you. Where do you hope the team will be?
Yep.
Well, basically, I'm not saying that because after you leave.
Yeah.
What? Not saying that I want him to leave.
Yeah.
Where do you want the team to be?
Nice.
And also, I would ask him. I would have to ask one thing. I would definitely ask him is how do you remain so humble, and how is it that you are so humble in the face of very bad decisions? And I would love to ask him what. No, I know he couldn't. He probably couldn't answer this.
Yeah.
But if I could, I would say, Mikel, how do you remain so humble in the face of bad decisions, and how would you improve football? That's what I'd ask him.
Let me say, that last question there.
Thank you very much.
Let me know in the comments.
Thank you very much.
I need to know, because I'll be honest, I think we should be looking to campaign to bring Ty on one of these tours. I would love to see him in the press conference. I think Mikel would as well. But thank you, Ty. That's amazing.
Thank you, Cecil.
So if I'm honest, for me, you've passed the tour checklist. I think we can bring. I think you'll be good to bring
Can
on
I ask you
board.
one question? Sorry. What about how are you on long haul flights?
Long haul flights,
Yeah.
I'm okay, you know. Like I said, I'm all right. I get Wi-Fi. I'm on my phone quite a bit. I try and, like, obviously, I do a lot of the planning, a lot of for these tours. So a lot of the time, I'm actually working on the flight, which is fine. We're obviously trying to set up where we're going to go, what we're going to do, how we're going to get into certain places, and sort all that. So a lot of the time, I'm preparing for that, and then contacting people where I can. So some people are asleep sometimes when you're traveling because it's late. I don't really watch the in-flight entertainment too much. I used to, but
Play the games?
I actually, for the first time, played games on the in-flight entertainment for the first time on the way out there.
How did you find it?
It was good. It was good. I was playing some like Mario knockoff game. It was quite fun. But I don't
obviously,
really.
other games, and obviously The Bodyguard, other films are available.
Of course.
Other actors and actresses,
Yeah.
alive and dead, God rest their souls, are available too.
Okay, let's run into thoughts on Calafiori. Obviously, made our first signing.
Ricardo.
Are you excited to see him? Well, listen, I'm not guaranteed that he's going to play in the Emirates Cup, but I think we may see a few minutes from him. But are you excited that we've made a signing?
Well, very excited. Hopefully, it's not the last. You know, but obviously we signed, I think, Tommy Sefton.
Yeah, of course, the young goalkeeper. Yeah.
So very, very excited, and it's funny really because, you know, sometimes you don't really what's the word? You don't really give credit to games for true to life stuff. But funny enough, he's on FC Mobile 24. Obviously, other games are available.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
And the thing is, well, when I knew we were going to sign him, I put him in my thing. I don't know if you're aware of the manager mode.
Yeah, but carry on.
Basically, you can put players on your watch list.
Yeah.
And I put him. I went to Bologna. I searched for him and I put him on my watch list. And the funny thing is, you can sign him as a left back.
Yeah.
At rating 94. Or you can sign him as a centre-back for rated 97. And I thought that's impressive because that's two great positions.
Good.
Do you see what I mean?
It's good.
But speaking about him...
Where do you think he should play for Arsenal?
That's a good question. Well, the funny thing is, at the moment, he probably would... he'd probably have to play at left-back.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you've got that great partnership between Gabriel, if I can say his name properly, Gabriel M2 and William. But at the same time, when you want to rotate and you want to rest, and if I can go on to exaggerate, as fantastic as they were last season, they were the best defence, and William played every game. I don't think they can play every game next season, you know, because they're going to have to be rested. You know?
I agree.
So you'd play. I think his stronger position will be centre back, but you could slot him in at left back as well.
That's true. I mean, I think right now,
where would you play?
I think he's going to be on the bench for now.
Of course, and he'd expect.
I think you have to accept that, because I think if you look at from what I've seen in pre-season tour as well, if you look at Ben White right back, two centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba, and then left back for me would probably be Timber, because he's looked so good. But eventually, once he comes into the team, I think left back might be his position.
Like you said, Cecil, rotation
it's key.
first.
It's key.
Rotation is key first. Sorry, Cecil. And if I could just say one other thing, sorry. The thing is, what's interesting as well, he obviously is a fantastic defender, and we definitely would hopefully see the best of him. It's interesting that I don't know who it is from Juventus. I don't know I think it's Bonucci of Juventus was saying he's disappointed that Juventus didn't sign him. Yeah,
because I think they were obviously linked to Juventus, but the club they want to sell in the same league. So,
which is interesting. But the fact that
the quality of the player is probably why as well.
And I can understand that. But for the fact that we're able to lure him away from the Italian league, and not only from Italian league, from other leagues as well, to get him, shows that it's a fantastic signing. So I'm very, very happy. Can't wait to see him.
Good. Just quickly updates. Nicolas Pepe is obviously signed, I believe, to Villarreal. So I would just put some good luck to him. Just want to keep it short and brief on that. Big up Pepe.
Big up Nicolas. Sorry it didn't work out with us. I still think he was a very, very talented player, and I do not think he was a flop at all. And the reason why I would say that, if you're Husky, Cecil, is the fact that nobody dictates their price. So he didn't say, I'm worth £72 million. He didn't work out for him. Doesn't mean he's a flop. It just didn't work out for him. But hopefully, wish him all the best in Villarreal. And hopefully, he can fulfill the rich potential that he has. 100%.
The next topic is what I actually want to get your thoughts and opinions on.
Yes.
Emile Smith Rowe. Now, we're going to take a little bit of time, because obviously he's signed to Fulham now. And I actually was on social media this morning and saw these images pop up of you know, good luck, Emile Smith Rowe,
Yeah.
like, in around the Fulham area, around West London area, and I was like,
Yep.
wow, like and always a gooner and all that. Like it's crazy that the love he's got, and I knew that. When I speak to fans, I knew about how much fans really loved Smith Rowe. Obviously, you've watched him from Hale End days all the way up into first team. So, just your thoughts on that move, and he's been reunited with Iwobi and Leno as well. I saw that some of the greeting videos, which is nice to see.
And I think he's Willian as well.
So of course, Willian as well.
He's in good company with ex-Gooners there. Yeah.
So listen, it's going to be interesting.
And did we even mention Bernd Leno as well?
Yeah, I said Leno as well. Yeah, he's reunited with them as well.
Ignore me.
No, all good. But it's sad to see, but I think it works well for both clubs because he's still in London. I think he's still in the Premier League, still at a good club, and around, like you said, some ex-Gooners as well. So hopefully he thrives. He deserves it.
Hopefully
he deserves it. He really does.
He does deserve it. It's disappointing, man. I was lucky enough to get to chat to him and his lovely family, you know, and very, very humble young man, talented young man, and it's just a shame. It's just such a shame.
It's a shame. He's a quality player. I remember seeing him come off the bench and getting upset because he wasn't taking his chances.
Yeah, that's right.
It always seemed like he has more to offer. I remember when players, pundits saying he's like the best dribbler on the ball in the league and stuff. So there's definitely a balance of talent there. It's just injuries have hindered his career. But hopefully he gets a nice, good run.
Hopefully
at Fulham, but we didn't take 3 points off them last season, so as much as I want you to do well,
we should have taken
when we play
6
against
points.
you, just allow us.
Well, let's hope he doesn't play against us. But what I would say though, with him, like you said, it's such a shame because I remember him when we weren't doing as well as we are now. Him and Bukayo were dragging our team on their backs.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
At such a young age. So I would have loved to have sent him on loan.
Yeah.
But listen, I wish him all the best. And the funny thing is, if you say I wouldn't have chosen for him to be left at all. But if you said to me, would you choose to have him go to Fulham or Aston Villa? I say Fulham.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. I would have preferred him to go to Fulham than Villa. It's a very good point. So well said. We are slowly coming towards the end of the show, but I do want to talk about Wednesday's game. By Leverkusen, the return of Granit Xhaka.
Return of Granit.
How do you think he's going to be received? Like, I don't know if you saw the comments he made. He made a comment saying that going to Bayer Leverkusen wasn't a step back, it was a step forward from Arsenal. 2 steps forward, I believe he said. So, I don't listen. Big up Granit because he had some good 2 last seasons. He did,
and we should have won.
I don't want to start putting a media spin on him and make him feel like he's unwanted because I don't think that's the case for most Arsenal fans. But do you think he'll be perceived by the fans? Surely he'll get a nice reception from the fans.
Hopefully he'll get a good reception. But the question is though, and I like Granit. What is he saying? Is he saying that he took a step up? Is he saying that?
That's how it came across in what I read.
If he is, then like in Family Fortress, obviously other game shows are available. When they get the question wrong and it goes, then no disrespect, Granit, but he didn't take a step up from us. I don't think so. He's done fantastically well, but he didn't take a step up. I
hear you. But that's.
So if he thinks he did, then I disagree. But I think he's done fantastically well. I bear no malice to him. I hope he gets. He deserves a good reception, but the thing is, let me just leave it there because I don't want to say things.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm actually with you, Ty. Like, it's weird he said that. There's a small, an unnecessary shot at Arsenal. I don't think he needed to say it, but
he didn't need to say it.
Listen, it's how he feels. I hope. I like Granit in the end. I think he left on a high. I just hope
he did left on. He should have left.
I'll be at the game on Wednesday. It'll be interesting to see.
So will I.
How it is, how he's taken, how he's received. But
I hope he gets a good reception.
Yeah, and he's done well since he's left.
And hopefully we win.
100%. Right. Obviously, it's now time because as we are coming towards the end.
Yeah.
Idiot of the week and the Boo Man of the week.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna start with Idiot of the week.
Okay.
I've been covering this show.
Yes.
With Robbie.
Very ably.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. It feels odd being back at the studio, being on the show, but I've been covering the show with Curtis and Robbie. And Idiot of the week, we tried to give it to Robbie in the last episode, but he dodged it as he does. He deflected and gave it to someone else. So we actually tried to give him Boo Man of the week and then tried to give him Idiot of the week, and he didn't take any of them. But
you tried to give him Boo Man of the week and he didn't take it?
Yeah, because he obviously he brought us out there and all that. We wanted to commend him for his hard works and whatnot. He also asked Mikel a question. He had a really good day at work. He spoke to Ricardo Calafiori.
What did he ask Mikel?
He asked would Calafiori be playing in the game against Liverpool. But Arteta kind of he's very good at dodging the questions. We'll have to see where he's at, and obviously jet lag and all that. And he actually didn't feature at all, wasn't even in the squad. So hopefully we'll see him on Wednesday. But
sorry, Rob, Cecil. So he didn't take Boomer. Well, that's very
humble. No, he didn't take it.
Listen, he deserves Boohoo Man of the Week every single show.
Well, today he's getting Idiot of the Week, unfortunately, Mr. Robbie Lara, because you're not here. And also the fact that I'm going to play a clip after this little speech. Robbie Lara should have got an Idiot of the Week during the pre-season tour, but he didn't. Just for many reasons. But you're going to see one main reason of why he should have got it, because of what he did after, which I want to show a clip of after.
Yeah.
He perceived, after returning from the tour, he went and saw some friends. Yeah. Right? His friends are Real Madrid fans. They said to him, we saw that you met the Real Madrid fans. The Real Madrid players in a club. That was myself and big up man like Curtis, big C unit. We met the Real Madrid players.
Oh, he did.
Jude, Tchouameni. Robbie was fast asleep, right?
And he tried to complain about me, but hold on.
He was fast asleep. He missed the night out, even though he should have stayed with the team. He decided to go to sleep, so he missed the night out.
That's unlike him. Sorry, Cecil.
It is unlike him.
Sorry, Cecil. Sorry to interrupt.
Go on.
You met the legend Mbappe.
Yeah, man.
What was he like?
Very, very, very famous because we couldn't really get near him because he was in the area of loads of security. But he nodded at us. But we actually got to meet Jude. Got photos with Jude.
What was Jude? I bet Jude was
very nice guy. Very nice guy.
And who else?
Tchouameni was there.
What was he like?
Very nice as well. Spoke with us. Got a photo of him. Spoke to. I said about Arsenal. Maybe one day he said he laughed it off.
You said that to Jude as well.
And we spoke to Jude and Trent Alexander-Arnold was there as well.
Oh, does Jude know of AFTV and all that?
I believe so. I'm not going to say too much, but I believe he's aware of certain people on there. But anyway,
what about Trent? How was Trent?
Trent was cool, but he wasn't taking any photos that night because I guess press and all that and media, and they were spinning stories which kind of fell out from when we met them because he was with all the Real Madrid players, and there's whole rumours that he might be going to Real Madrid. But we'll leave all that. But the reason why Robbie's Idiot of the Week, because he went on to speak to his friends and said that he was there, and I got told on Instagram to check out a clip, and you're going to see it right now.
Biggest surprise. You met Real Madrid players?
Yeah, Camavinga, Tchouameni and Bellingham.
Tchouameni and Bellingham. Oh, it's my dream.
And the club that we went in as well, like Mbappe was there, but you couldn't get near him.
Oh, you are so lucky. You should be a Madridista.
Huh?
You should be a Madridista.
No.
You come as a Madridista.
No.
No way, yeah. I like Arsenal. Nice. Arsenal is good. Arsenal is nice.
So that's why Robbie is Idiot of the Week for this week. And
I don't believe it.
Boo Man of the Week, we're going to go to...
Can I just say, sorry, Cecil.
Go.
Can I just say, listen, it is a shame, but, listen, it's not a surprise because, he's always working hard. But I think after this, I don't think he will ever mention to me about sleeping in the club anymore.
Yeah. He actually felt, he didn't sleep in the club. He slept, what's it called?
Oh, he didn't?
He didn't make it out because he fell asleep at the house. Instead of coming out of us, he went to bed. No. And he also missed out on an exclusive because he did a lot of sleeping. So he does work hard. Big up, Robbie.
He does work hard.
I love you. Big up.
Does,
but
love you.
You slept a lot on the trip. You missed out some big moments.
Because he was saying to me, I was sleeping fair enough, so I can't believe it. I think after that, I think my debt is paid now. It's a shame we missed it.
It's a shame. But we'll keep this one short and sweet. But the Boohoo Man of the Week is Ricardo Calafiori.
Yes.
We have to give him a round of applause.
Welcome, Ricardo.
He chose Arsenal.
Yes.
He seems very happy to be here.
Yes.
We heard the words from him. Robbie actually got to speak to him as well, and he said he's very happy. He believes in the project, and he's excited to play for the Gunners.
Fantastic.
And you know what? I'd love to see him get his home debut against Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday, or if not...
Is it going to be too soon, though?
It might be too soon. But...
Emirates Cup.
Well, I don't know. I think it's right to integrate him at the Emirates as well.
He might play, though, because I don't think...
You can't throw him in a league game in the first fight.
No, that's a good point. But are Gabriel and William fit to start, though? That's what I'm saying. Would they be fit? Because I know...
That's a good point as well.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, Cecil, because I know I was looking on Arsenal.com, and I will say no other football websites, clubs' websites are available.
Yeah.
But I think Bukayo's just come back yesterday. So are Gabriel, M2 and William fit to start? That's what I'm thinking.
That's a good point, yeah.
But is Ricardo, will Ricardo be up to speed, though?
Yeah,
that's
you're
the
right.
thing.
The boys have returned back to training. We saw the videos of Bukayo.
Because I think David a day before.
And Ramsdale as well, they're back. But
Aaron,
you're right. Well, I just hope to see him in the Emirates Cup because it'd be nice for him to be welcomed in less pressure
Yes,
at the Emirates.
absolutely.
So let's hope that's the case. But he's our Boo Man of the week. And I'm going to end the show with a bit of a go on.
Sorry to interrupt. Before you end, is there any Arcs tie questions?
Do you know what? I did actually scour this, but because we've done 2 shows away from you, I haven't been able to look. I didn't look back. So apologies. I know that is your section.
That's all right.
And you know, but listen, next week there'll be Arcs tie. So please get your questions in for tie. All you got to do is write Arcs tie and then write the question, and we'll make sure we get them read out in the next.
That's
show.
all right. That's all right.
Like I mentioned before, I'm going to kind of end on a bit of a sad note. A fellow Gooner got killed. Actually, got stabbed. Whilst doing his job as a bus driver, Derek Thomas sadly passed away. A huge Arsenal fan. And his family, his close ones, were supposed to be going to the game this Wednesday against Bayer Leverkusen. Because of this tragic news, isn't able to attend. And we want to send out our thoughts, our prayers, and love to the family. It's really sad. The world we're living in right now is actually a bit of a dark place.
It is.
And I'm just, listen, for me, I just hope, everyone's mentally okay, and I'm trying to push the love and the goodwill to people, because right now it is sad, and that tragic death is something that is awful for Derek Thomas and the family and close ones. So just want to give the awareness to that, and please, send your love if you can, and send your prayers, and any tributes are always welcome as well. Because it's a tragic and terrible story that we heard this week. So rest in peace to Derek Thomas. So that is it. So, but thank you for watching this show. Like I mentioned before, you can get 10% off AFTV 10 in the checkout. Make sure you do that code to get 10% off all Boohoo Man menswear. You can scan the code on your screen right now or click the link in the description. Thank you all for joining us, and the show will be back to its regular format next week. I'll see you again very soon. Take care, people. Peace.
Good luck to all our teams.